Hi, my name is David DuPont. I invented the SureStep safety step stools. I also designed this step, the senior step, specifically to help senior citizens get up on a bus. Now there are 4 or 5 features that you're going to want to look for if you do purchase a step stool for your senior. I had the opportunity to interview and ask a lot of questions of the executive directors of 4 assisted living communities. And what they were telling me is that the bus that they had at their community for their residents to go on trips and run errands for their facility, the bus was a minibus, and the doors would open right next to the driver, and there was a handrail there for the seniors to hold on to. But most of the seniors were having a hard time stepping up to that first step on the bus. And also when they were getting off the bus, that last step down to the ground was difficult. The reason it was difficult is because it was about 12 or 13 inches. So the directors were looking for a safe step that was very sturdy, that would almost cut that distance in half getting into their buses. I was also able to interview the physical therapist at one of these communities. Now, what she told me was, after knee or hip surgery, the very first exercise that she wanted the seniors to do was to step up 6 inches. So that's why we made the senior step 6 inches tall. The directors had indicated that a lot of the steps they used were very unstable, and their senior residents just weren't comfortable getting up on them. One of the reasons was those steps had legs. And every time you would set it down, one of the legs wouldn't touch the ground and it would wobble. That made the seniors feel very unsafe, and they didn't like it. So the directors asked me, they said, David, can you make us a step that doesn't have any legs? Because the other problem with legs is that they had seen the seniors at their facility get their foot caught under the step, thinking that their foot was on top of the step, causing the senior resident to fall. Let me show you a demonstration of what I'm talking about. With the senior step, you're going to see that the senior's foot cannot get under the step. So what they like about the senior step is that the senior citizen can touch the edge of the step with the toe of their shoe, with the front of their shoe. And then they know that all they have to do is just lift it up high enough to get it on top of the step stool. That's one of the reasons they really, really like this step. There are a couple of other key features that you're going to want to pay attention to that they really liked as well. One of those features is the color. If you'll notice the yellow and the black, this was done on purpose so that if a visually impaired senior was trying to get on the bus, they could still see where they needed to step up to on the step stool. This is like a landing strip for them. It's very bright around the edges, black in the center. It's got a nice texture to the sandpaper top so that their feet don't slip, even if it's raining outside. If this gets wet, it doesn't matter. Your senior is not going to slip on top of the senior step. The other feature they wanted was to see a 500-pound rating. They had bought step stools in the past that were rated for 300 pounds, but they seemed a bit flimsy to them. They didn't like them because their senior residents didn't like them. If the senior resident got up on it and it felt like it was giving a little bit or it was moving a little bit, they were very uncomfortable. The other feature that we have on our senior step is on the bottom. We have 6 large rubber pads that will keep this step from sliding on a slick or wet concrete, even a painted concrete floor. This step won't slide even if it's wet. Now these are the features that you're going to want to look for. Again, the other one would be the 500-pound rating. Make sure you look for it on the step and make sure that it's permanently attached to the step. If the load rating is not permanently attached to the step, chances are it's not going to hold very much weight. It's not going to be very safe. I hope that you have learned a lot about step stools. It's taken me years and years to perfect this step just for seniors. This is the toughest step stool you could ever buy for your senior citizens to elevate them to get into your buses, a truck, an SUV, a Suburban, a train, a plane. Anytime you have a senior that's traveling, remember, maybe they can't step up as high as you can to get into a vehicle or as easily as you can. Keep that in mind. And with this video, I hope I've educated you to where you can purchase a step stool that will suit your senior so that they will not take that trip or a fall that will change their life forever. Thanks for watching.